Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nampomelas Kusana, aka the Boss Woman. This is my morning routine walk, and today I felt like, what, to pick up the camera and vlog. I hope you subscribe and watch this video. I know I'm not consistent here. I'm just hoping it out, but today I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a video child of my daily. It's not even daily, when I'm off or when I'm working later on. So come with me for a young 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer run. Hey guys, the guy is back. 5 kilometers. I'll check with my running don't then I'll put it here. The girl is refreshed, the girl is happy. So while I was running, by the way, okay, I'm gonna yogijima asele amanzi womendo. By the way, amanzi womendo, it's lemon water. It's just a joke, nothing deep. But my friends and I joke like that. Lemon water is amanzi womendo. But they're really good when it comes to constipation, and just, it's the best beverage to have in the morning and also at night. Guys, I'm so annoyed with myself because 2 weeks ago I bought a mic, those nice mics where when you're speaking, and I was just doing it for the purpose of, should I resume recording podcasts again? But obviously it's nicer when you do videos. Tell me why I didn't check. I ordered for a C-type, and currently I'm recording with my iPhone. Yeah, man, that was disappointing, but it's fine. I'll buy another one. So I wanted to chat about mental health, about how one constantly has to check and be very self-aware when it comes to your mental health, because we always say this, that your mental health is the engine of your life, if that's the way to put it. Because when you're not in the right space mental health wise, you don't do well, whether socially, academically, or at work. By the way, it's been 2 years where I work shifts. Work shifts was a really, like, should I say, a life shift for me, but it was something different. For me, I'm a routine type of girl, I strive in structures, I strive in planning and but here I am in the year 2022. I got a job, and the job that I have, we really work awkward shifts or also awkward hours. So me, as somebody who believes in routine, because I believe that one of the greatest of most successful people in the world, when you get to listen to them, they talk about the routine. But I personally, I have testimonies where I can say when I'm in routine, I get to do more stuff, I get to be very productive, I get to be very intentional, but I get to thrive. So Minanje, I thrive in structures, I strive in routine. But boom, here I am, 2022, I get a job where I work shifts. So things change now, because sometimes I work a 4-day morning shift, meaning I leave my house around 4:30 in the morning. Then some days I'm working afternoon. I have my time in the morning where I can do stuff. But it's crazy. And guys, work on a shift, it's not a child's play, but I'm not whining about that. So it happened that when I'm working morning shift, I started developing anxiety. I think the anxiety comes from not being well rested, and also comes from just being anxious that you need to wake up and go to work. You don't want to oversleep, you don't want to be late. And I didn't notice this, and I didn't realize that the anxiety was building up, because when I'm working morning shift, I struggle a bit with having a structure. I'm working on that now, but I struggle a bit in a way that I'll get here, then I get to leave, sleep around 6, then I wake up around 11 and I can't sleep anymore. So it messes up the entire pattern. So last year I started feeling like I'm not myself mentally. But I was not thinking that anxiety. Then up until this other time, I'm a very sensitive person when it comes to, do you know this thing called trypophobia, where you can't like I'm a dot, they irritate you, or you getting a skin irritation. So this other time I was scrolling on my timeline, someone posted such a horrible picture. I screamed. That was my first anxiety attack. And that got me worried at the time. Why did I react that way? But I literally let out a scream. I was like, a screamer. And when I check, I was not sleeping well. And it was morning shift. So I get to be very irritable. As much as the past 2 years I've been very consistent in exercising and stuff, my anxiety will develop. So my biggest panic I had, I don't know whether it's the first one or that one was the build up to that, this year, July. Guys, I ain't going on July 2024 nearly killed me. And again, it was morning shift. I was restless. I was struggling to find the right pattern that can work for me during that shift. So how my body is that I can only sleep 6 hours. After that, I struggle. Guys, there was an issue at work regarding my shifts and all that. It was back and forth with our managers and stuff, and that thing was not sitting well with my spirit. So I communicated with my manager. I said he's gonna fix it. So while I was at home around 6, she sent a message and is like, that thing was not fixed. We are sorry. Please carry on with this shift. Guys, I cried. I cried so bad. I called my mom. I was not even giving her a chance to speak. I was crying and crying. Yay! Guys, I think ever since I was born, because that cry lasted for 4 hours. If I didn't know better, I was gonna say I'm pregnant or something is wrong, because literally then I get to investigate. I was like, no, you were having a panic attack, and anxiety causes a panic attack. So that's why I'm always intentional with running and stuff. It stabilizes you and it comes from you for your mental health. If I have a privilege when I'm on shift, this is what I'm actually thinking, that I should stop saying I'm a 5 a.m. person, club member. I cannot go to exercise in the afternoon, because I realize that I need to be within routine. Even now, I'm currently in a fast. I'm in 21 days fasting, because I'm fighting for my routine, but also I'm fighting to what the enemy is trying to steal from my life, because I thrive when I'm stable. I thrive when I'm consistent. So the reason why I'm doing this TikTok tea party, or sharing this, is that exercise, when you feel clutter, when you feel like there's clutter in your life, please find a structure and exercise. Or whether you go for a run, or whether you get to go for a walk, or you just do work out and run your place, you come back feeling so much better. One thing I've realized, that when it comes to taking care of your mental health, being well rested, and your mind and emotion being in a stable place, it's very important. That's why we have to be intentional with being in relationships with people that are good for our mental health, being in friendships that are good for our mental health, being in jobs that are good for our mental health. But when it comes to the job one, it's even tricky, because sometimes you feel like, okay, it's toxic here, bills have to be paid. But what I've understood or discovered is that you can create your own heaven in a place where people are saying it's hell, because you are responsible for that. So yeah, guys, as we navigate through life, please don't neglect your mental health. I know, as I say, that it is the engine of your life, because you need to be in the right place. And when you're in the right place, it's easy for you to be productive. It's easy for you to look at other life aspects that need you. It's easy to be creative. It's easy to save money. It's easy to be healthy. Then you get to have a good year overall. We are in our 8th month of the year. You don't want to look at 2024 and say you didn't thrive, you didn't take care of yourself, you didn't take care of your skin, your mental health, and all other things. So yeah, mental health wise, I wanted to touch on that exercise really contributes a lot, and having a structure. I mean, someone who's working shifts. I work shift, but I have a calendar or structure. But I realize that I thrive more when I'm off, because I get to do me. And actually, I was like, the reason why I didn't post videos as this year, I was like, I'm gonna post more YouTube videos. I couldn't, because I was winding up on my shifts. Even now, my shifts are so crazy. But as I was running and listening to Mama O, she was speaking about, especially as millennials, or general as human beings, we think that when conditions are conducive, that's when we can thrive. That's when you can start to exercise. That's when you can start registering for school. We forget that sometimes you can thrive in the chaos. Actually, I'm recording this video that even 5 years from now, I have to remember that I was in a chaos. I was working hard shifts, but I get to show up regardless and take care of my mental health. I hope you thrive. I hope you rise. And I hope you are cautious of your mental health. You're mindful of the conversations you're having with the people that you love. And you're mindful of the conversation you're getting to have with yourself. See you on the next video. I love you so much. Please subscribe and like. Comment in my YouTube channel. Mwah.